Army is the first wife. I have not seen my children growing. Whenever I used to come home, the dadi vidi hoti thi and this thing. So whenever I tried to pick up my son, he was like, Baba, Baba. He said, no, Baba is there. He used to show the photograph there. I used to feel bad, but so is it. ऐसा ही है.
Is there a probability of POK coming back to India?
POK हमारा है, हम लेके रहेंगे और जब तक लेंगे नहीं हम चैन से नहीं बैठेंगे. पानी हम धीरे धीरे बंद कर सकते हैं, उनको हम धीरे धीरे तिल तिल करके सूखा मार सकते हैं जब उनको पानी की जरूरत है.
एक चुटकी भर सिंदूर की कीमत तू क्या जाने पाकिस्तान. हेलो, I am Meenamma. I'm a storyteller and trainer, and I wish to share my chats with inspirational people around me on varied topics of global interest with the hope that my audience may design a better life from these episodes. Every time I talk, I go inwards. Chalo mere saath aaj to meet an extraordinary human being whom we met in the last episode. Last time we had the honor of speaking with the remarkable Colonel Tushar Joshi, Sena Medal, an awarded army veteran whose bravery during the Akshardham Temple attack left an indelible mark on the history of counter-terrorism in India. In our previous discussion, Colonel Joshi shared his heroic experiences and provided a compelling look at the broader history of terrorism around the globe, especially in the Jammu and Kashmir area. If you have missed this exciting episode, the link is enclosed below. Don't forget to watch. It was very exciting. Let me now continue this session and vital conversation as Colonel Joshi returns to shed light on the recent Pahalgam attack that targeted innocent tourists, a tragic reminder of the persistent threat posed by terrorism. We will also delve into the complex Indo-Pak relationship and explore the much talked about Operation Sindoor, which aims to address ongoing tensions in the region. As always, Colonel Joshi brings his unique insights and extensive experience to the table, making this episode one you will not want to miss. So without much ado, let's welcome Colonel Tushar Joshi back into the Meenamma show. Thank you, sir, for joining us back and being with us again to add more light.
Pleasure.
So this time we will take the bull by the horn. You know, the pura desh, pura kainat ek hi baat bol rahi hai ki Operation Sindoor, what is this? Why did this happen? What is your take on Operation Sindoor?
Like you started, एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो. बट पाकिस्तान ने उसकी वो चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत अभी जान ली है. उन्होंने जान ली है कि अगर हमारे ऊपर कभी ऐसा कुछ हो जाए, हमारे सिंदूर पे कभी कोई आँच आ जाए, तो उनको छोड़ेंगे नहीं, घर में घुस के मारेंगे, अच्छा मारेंगे, मारकर बताएंगे और दुनिया को जताएंगे कि साले हम घुस के में मारते हैं. Having said that,
very true.
Operation Sindoor, as you know, just started after the dastardly act on 22nd of April at Pahalgam. The very first thing which Indian government did was a non-kinetic, because it was not advisable to have kinetic immediately. The first and foremost thing was to do a non-kinetic attack, a diplomatic attack. First thing what Indian government did, suspending the Indus Water Treaty. What is Indus Water Treaty? That I will come back to later on. But people should understand, suspending Indus Water Treaty has a long repercussions on Pakistan. It started off with that, and for the last 15 days, say it started 22nd, 8 plus how many days? 7, 15 days.
15 days.
उड़ी हुआ था 11 दिन बाद, बालाकोट हुआ था 13 दिन बाद, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हुआ 15 दिन बाद.
15 दिन बाद. Reaction.
So you can calculate. This 88 hours of war, we can't say war, operation, has brought Pakistan down to their knees. It was on 7th of May at around 1:40 a.m. We launched our missiles, our drones on the terrorist camps and blasted off 9 terrorist camps, which included the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed at Bhavalpur and Lashkar-e-Taiba headquarters at Muridke.
At Lashkar.
And many Attock and many other places we destroyed the terrorist camp. Our nation is a responsible nation. हमने बोला था घुस के मारेंगे और मारेंगे जो परपेट्रेटर्स हैं. हमने सिर्फ टेररिस्ट कैंप्स को उड़ाया. We just blasted off terrorist camps without any intention,
Collateral damage.
any intention of harming any civilian habitat or civilian people there, or any collateral damage as far as civilians are concerned. हमने terrorist camps को ही उड़ाया, 9 terrorist camps, and which was within 23 minutes. कर के हमारे हवाई जहाज वापस, fighters were back. Let me tell you, we have not crossed IB. Crossing IB is abrogating the sanctity of IB, and actually it is a war. So we have not crossed IB. We worked from home.
What is Colonel? What is IB for the common
IB
man?
is international border. It's a
borders.
proper marked on map. It's an international border. We did cross that. We have got, by the way, we have got 4 types of borders: international border, line of control, AGPL, and line of actual control. IB international border is of around 199, 200 kilometers. LOC, line of control, is about 740 kilometers. AGPL, so forth, and LAC. So these are our 4 different borders. So IB is proper marked, and we have got the fence, proper IB fence, and if you cross that, it is considered to be war. But we didn't cross IB. We worked from home. यहीं से हमारे fighters,
Home.
our BrahMos, our scalps, our hammers, they went off and destroyed this 9 terrorist camps. In retaliation, it was after that we came back, and we were expecting, of course, the retaliation. And what this covered Pakistan will do, it will retaliate, and they will fire on our innocent civilians, on our cities, innocent civilians. But as you know, Indian Army, Indian Air Force, and Indian Navy, we are so prepared and so well equipped with the technological advancement. We had a proper integrated air defense, which we thwarted, which we could counter their retaliation. जब उन्होंने रिटेलिएट करना शुरू किया ऑन आवर सिटीज एंड आवर पिलग्रिम्स, आवर गुरुद्वाराज एंड मंदिर्स, then it was our turn. Then we had their 11 air bases. Till then, we had just no intention to fire on their military establishment, military installations. But जब उन्होंने हमारे civilians पे फायर करना शुरू किया, then we had to actually shut them up by destroying their air bases. So 11 air bases were destroyed by our BrahMos. It includes Sagodra and Noor Khan. All those important airfields were destroyed. And all their F-16s and JF-17s and all, they were rendered useless because they cannot take off only. However, they used to fire their drones, those Turkey drones, Easyhub, then Sangor, and there were a few things. All drones were neutralized. Around swarms of 500 drones, they were destroyed, and we could see their remains falling down. There was a missile which was intended, Shaheen, which was intended towards Delhi, which we intercepted them at Sirsa, I believe. So our air defense was so perfect. It had all 4 layers of air defense, so we could actually neutralize each and every, right from the smaller range to the larger range with the S-400. Mind you, S-400 is a Russian equipment. It was not so successful in Russia-Ukraine war, but it was successful in this Operation Sindoor, because S-400 was just not alone. We had integrated other equipment along with it. And we had an integrated air defense system which included Akash, which included L-70, Su-23, drones, kamikaze drones. So it was all integrated. So that actually helped us, that S-400, we could, with that complete integrated air defense, we could take down all these drones and protect our civilians. So, the operations.
Sir, can I interrupt you here just for... so what about the Kirana Hill case? Many people say there was a nuclear dump, Americans have dumped nuclear missiles somewhere, there was a spill, and then an aircraft arrived, an Egyptian airline from America with boron and anti-nuke material. I mean, how much truth is there in all this? Is it a fib, or can we imagine that there is a spillover?
Now again, this is the question which was not officially declared by either of the countries, for obvious reasons. But what the reports and what the from the public domain I could gather was, when we were hitting Sagodra, and it was the Kirana Hills is just 8-9 kilometers from Sagodra. That time, actually, what happens is, as per the policy, all nations, they are supposed to inform the location of their nuclear nukes, because they should not destroy, by mistake also it should not be destroyed, or it should not harm the installation or the nukes. So as per policy, they were supposed to, everyone is supposed to inform the location of them. However, what I had heard, and this thing what I can gather from the public domain and the stories around, with the expert, listening to the experts, we were not informed of the nukes under the Kirana Hills. It is so informed that while this firing was going on, there was a hit on the entrance of the Kirana Hills, which was supposedly had the nukes and this thing, and thereafter there was a ceasefire, and it was believed, or it was told, or it was supposedly there was a aircraft B-350 from US which had to come over this thing to detect the radiation, if any, and subsequent followed by boron carbide. The plane from Egypt,
Antidote.
plane from Egypt laden with filled with boron carbide, just to subside any spill or spill out or any radiation, nuke radiation. This was now. This is, I don't know. This is not officially this thing, but this was from the public domain, which I could gather, and this will surely indicate that something has happened as far as nukes are concerned. And if it is true, then the Pakistan's bluff of nuclear bluff is finished.
Has been called.
It's finished.
Yes. Yes, sir. So Pakistan has always spoken the rhetoric of, they were always scaring, torturing, scaring everybody that, we have this nuclear missile, we have this nuclear power. So today, what does the ceasefire mean to you? Can we trust these fellows? Can we trust the Pakistanis? We were going well. I think India was doing very well. A few days more, we would have pinned them. We needed to break them. That is what we needed to do. But this so-called ceasefire, what is your opinion on this?
Pakistan is a rogue state. That's the bottom line. We cannot believe them. We had ceasefire in 65 also, in 71 also, in 47 also, 65 also, 71 also, 99 also, and during Operation Sindoor also. But every time the ceasefire was abrogated. This time also the ceasefire had taken place on 10th of May. Because of the reasons which we can think of, I don't have to mention that, but the first phone at 3 o'clock, 3:45, phone came from DGMO Pakistan to our DGMO requesting for bhai ceasefire kar do, because they were having a big bash from the beatings from India. And
Yes,
then
sir.
we
Yes,
had the ceasefire.
Sir, but
we had a ceasefire with effect from 5 o'clock, 1700 hours on 10th of May. But ceasefire is for Pakistan. It is not our ceasefire. We have taken a tactical break, tactical pause.
Yes.
They had taken a tactical pause, and as PM Modi said, that Operation Sindoor is a new normal now. Any attack, the new doctrine which has come during this time, it's a new doctrine that any terror attack will be considered act of war. Any small, even the small attack, they will pay for it. That is our doctrine now. And we are not going to be defensive, we are not going to be, we are going to be proactive and killing them. As I said, घुसेंगे वे, मारेंगे, जताएंगे, बताएंगे, बोल के भी आएंगे, जरूर करें.
Sir, actually the problem is, ये proxy war है, sir. Pakistan is not playing the game. They are fighting a proxy war for a bigger giant. So it is very clear that, you know, China is trying to become the superpower, and whatever is happening, they are trying to get their boundaries, and they are using poor countries like this, you know, with paying them so much of money, giving them loans, and we know this, the debt trap that China is laying. So India actually has shown its prowess to China and the rest of the world. So thanks to Pakistan, we have shown the rest of the world what our armed forces is ready for. It's not one piddly small country, beggar country, China, I mean Pakistan. They are beggars. We are, you know, they beggars cannot be choosers. But the signal has gone to the rest of the world, including China. So, you know, it's a very powerful thing that has happened right now. But is the ceasefire something that we can say that is going to be permanent, or should we keep our eyes and ears vigilant? Should the army still be ready? Should the forces be ready?
I will not call it as a ceasefire, I will call it as a tactical pause. During the pause, I am sure Pakistan is preparing again, reorganizing, regrouping himself. Because they are a rogue country and they have got a support and backing of Chinese. Pakistan just received funds from IMF, and believe me,
IMF $1 billion
out of
at this
that
time.
14 crores, and I don't know how much they have paid to the terrorist groups, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, to again renovate and again regroup their terrorist groups. Because they can't fight with us. They require, it is their strategic weapons, their strategic measures to fight against us. लड़ाई नहीं लड़ सकते वो पक्का ये करेंगे. I know that. So, and they have got backing of China. Now,
सर ये इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी जो आप आई सॉ एन एपिसोड, आई एम सो सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी for a common person like me, they stop water, so therefore pani nahi jayega. I mean, what is the meaning of it? That means the villages, the Pakistan won't get water. What is this treaty about? And please give us details, sir. Koi batata nahi ki what is the historical thing of the Indus Valley, you know, water treaty.
As I had said, Indus water treaty is just a non-kinetic action which we have taken. No, Indus Water Treaty before that, it was signed in 1960 between Nehru, Jinnah and Nehru, Ayub Khan and Mr. Eugene. So, ये Indus Water Treaty है, उस पे in that 80-20 there is a main Indus River which flows from Kailash Parbat, down from the bottom of Kailash Parbat, from Mansarovar. It goes up towards the POK, down toward Gilgit Baltistan, and then come down and flow all along the Pakistan and then drains into the Arabian Sea. Now this Indus River has got tributaries like the Jhelum, Chenab. If you start from top to bottom, from west to east, so Indus proper, then Jhelum, then Chenab, then Ravi, Bias and Satluj. So western rivers, that is Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, as per the treaty, the 80% of water will flow to Pakistan, 20% water will be coming for us for our electric power and this thing. And the eastern rivers, that is Ravi, Bias and Satluj, they are purely for us.
Satluj.
And I tell you, these all 5 tributaries, they meet Indus only. So if we stop this, now coming back to suspension of Indus Water Treaty, any water from Indus, from the western rivers, this is Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, we can, as per the treaty, we cannot build a dam there. We can have electric power station or electric power generation with the run of water, but we cannot make a dam. But with this suspension, we can make a dam, but it will take a lot of time. Only way is we have to divert the water of Indus, join the rivers Indus, Chenab, Jhelum, Chenab. Jhelum has got the origin at Anantnag. It's not Jhelum or Satluj, I think. Sorry, Satluj, not Jhelum. So we can divert the water, and it will take time for at least 10 to 12 years, or 5 to 6 years we can see the effect, but 10 to 12 years. But having said that, it is not that कि हमने बंद कर दिया, हमने रवि ब्यास और Satluj, we can stop the water.
Satluj.
We have got dams at Firozpur, at Madhopur. So
Hirakud is also on.
So there we can just stop the water at this thing. As I have told you, all these tributaries, they go and fill, they go and meet Indus. They are tributaries of Indus. If we stop the water here, because we have got all right to stop the water, and we have got dams here, we can stop the water, and there will be less water going into the Indus. Only the water from Indus, Jhelum and Chenab will be going. And if we, after we construct the infrastructure and we construct some dams and channels, further the water will go down. Now, having said that, पानी हम धीरे धीरे बंद कर सकते हैं, उनको हम धीरे धीरे तिल तिल करके सूखा मार सकते हैं जब उनको पानी की जरूरत है, और वी कैन रिलीज द वाटर विद अ गश. अगर जब उन्होंने एग्रीकल्चर वो कर दिया, वी कैन ड्राउन देम, एंड जहां पर उन्होंने धान लगाया, बिकॉज राइस दे रिक्वायर्ड लॉट ऑफ स्टैंडिंग वाटर, लगाया, वी कैन जस्ट ओपन द गेट्स एंड let the water gush there and flood it,
spoil
their
crops.
वैसे ही जब wheat लगा दिया तब पानी छोड़ दिया.
That is it.
तो we have to stop, release. When they don't want it, we will send it, we will open the gates, and if they want it, we'll close the gates. So this is how we will be planning. That is what my appreciation goes. We will be doing that.
So is there a probability of POK coming back to India? See, the whole fight is all for our own people, our own Pak-occupied Kashmir, Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. You think we'll get it back? I mean, this is a very big fight, many years of injustice. What is your opinion on POK?
There was a resolution passed, and it was informed, and with this thing, our Home Minister has said कि POK हमारा है, हम लेके रहेंगे, और जब तक लेंगे नहीं हम चैन से नहीं बैठेंगे. And people
और ये बलूच
and people in POK, they are as discontented. तकलीफ हो रही है उनको पाकिस्तान से. They want to join India. उन्होंने बोला है, they have said कि कारगिल का रास्ता खोल दो, हम आ रहे. So as far as that angle is concerned, from the POK people point of view, there should not be a problem. But then, so here half the battle is won. So taking POK will not be very difficult, but it will not be easy either. Firstly, it is easy. Now I can just I can appreciate some timeline, like Muzaffarabad, lower ridges of Muzaffarabad, Kotli, Bhimbar, and all these places we can take in 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 weeks. We can just कैप्चर दैट. वो तो LOC है, वी कैन जस्ट गो अक्रॉस. अपना ही इलाका, अपनी ज़मीन है, अपन ले सकते. लड़ना पड़ेगा, वी हैव टू फाइट, because they will be surely be prepared, because they know कि we are after POK. That the difficult part will be the
yes.
Gilgit and Baltistan. Because number one, it will be well fortified and well defended by Pakistan, that being an obvious target for us. Correct? Number two,
Yes.
number two, it will have a prominent presence of Chinese PLA there, because of
Yes.
CPEC, China Pakistan Economic Corridor, which
Yes.
runs from Xinjiang to
Yes.
Gwadar,
CPEC is good.
which connects with the sea, with the Southeast Asia. So they have got another trade route from there. Rather than traveling all along the Indian Ocean and going, taking a big circle, they have got a direct route there. And they have pumped in lot of
Correct.
money there. China has pumped in lot of money to this, for this bigger state, and made the infrastructure. और पाकिस्तानियों को बोला है तुम इसको प्रोटेक्ट करो. However, if we actually go for Gilgit-Baltistan and then CPEC coming in, PLA or Chinese army will surely intervene. That will be a difficult part, but China cannot go against us openly, or cannot go us all out, because Chinese, they are in a run for superpower. Technological superpower, economic superpower. They are already second in number. And we are now, in 2-3 days I just heard that we are now fourth economic, almost fourth. We are from 5 we have reached 4, and they are
Correct.
second. And we are quite capable to bash Chinese. हमारा नुकसान तो होगा, हमारी दीवार गिरेगी जरूर, पर उनकी बकरी जरूर मरेगी. समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो हमारा नुकसान होगा, लेकिन उनका भी नुकसान इतना होगा क्योंकि ऑल देयर मेन सिटीज आर ऑन आवर ग्रिड रेफरेंस और आर ऑन आवर DF.
Yes.
So
Yes,
they
yes.
cannot they cannot
yes.
afford having encounter with us. तो वो थोड़ा बहुत कोवर्टली या ऐसे कुछ करने की कोशिश करेंगे, पाकिस्तान को हेल्प करने की कोशिश करेंगे एंड ऑल दैट. वी माइट हैव टू ओपन टू फ्रंट्स देन. ये हो सकता है. एंड पॉइंट फाइट फ्रंट मतलब वो टेररिस्ट और वो घुस रहे होंगे. एंड अनदर 0.5 इफ आई सी द बांग्लादेश विच इज जस्ट रेजिंग इट्स हेड अननेसेसरली. तो आज के तारीख में वी विल बी फाइटिंग 3 फ्रंट. 1 फ्रंट पाकिस्तान, वेस्ट पाकिस्तान, 1 फ्रंट चाइना, 0.5 all these non-state actors from Pakistan, and 0.5 I can give it to Bangladesh. So this way 3.
Bangladesh.
So we will have to fight, and we are capable to do that. So Chinese will
Yes.
not have.
We have mapped them
We
well.
can match them well. Though we are, I can't say we are as good or as this thing as China, पर हमारे में उतना ताकत है कि we can destroy their cities and they will not able to rise again. हमारा नुकसान होगा, हमारा नुकसान होगा.
Sir,
But they will, and now they are in that position, they can't afford fighting with us. तो ऐसे में हम we can take on POK. It will take. Gilgit-Baltistan has got higher reaches, high mountains and high this thing. It's high altitude. We'll have losses from our side, but we can take. But it will take almost 1.5 months or 2 months to get, because that is quite a difficult terrain. So it is easy.
Sir,
It is,
and,
I can't say it is easy, but it is possible, very much possible.
Not impossible.
It is very much possible.
Yes, yes. Sir, our Prime Minister, one of the most advanced, progressive people on earth. What a leader Narendra Modi ji is, and we are really grateful that, you know, the word Sindoor that he gave to the operation, it talks about each one of us and our protecting our husbands, and the dastardly crime that was done. Actually, I mean, it brings a lot of emotions when you say Sindoor, you know. As an army officer, for you too, your wife in the house, in your family, the Sindoor, the lifeline of your life, you know, we feel that that's a very important part of it. I want you to tell me more about the officer, his family. How do you spend time? How does being an army officer or being with the NSG affect family life, and a lot of sacrifices that you've done? So tell us a little bit about your family.
Army is the first wife.
Oh.
Having said that, the lady who is wedded to the olive green is a great support to the army man. Here, when I say army, that includes Air Force and Navy also. Huh? She is wedded to the olive green, and she is a great support to our women. Had they not been there, or that support would have been there, we wouldn't have delivered our potential, our services. So they have always been with us in thick and thin. Whenever we used to be in field and operational areas, they used to be back home looking after our children. I have not seen my children growing. मेरे को जब भी पता था, whenever I used to come home, दाढ़ी वीड़ी होती थी and this thing, so whenever I used to pick up my son, he was like, Baba, he said, no, Baba is there. He used to show the photograph there. I used to feel bad, but so is it. ऐसा ही है, because his mother used to tell him कि बाबा वो है. तो बाबा को देखा कहाँ है उसने बढ़ते हुए. At some time ऐसा लगता था, why this man, when I used to come for a monthly, why this man staying at my home for so long? Why is this uncle not going back? So that is the thing. That is the thing.
Who is this man?
Who is this man? So ऐसा होता था. And secondly, when as a commanding officer, when we look after our unit, my unit has got 800 to 900 people. Like my battalion has got 800 to 900, infantry battalion, I'm saying it is 800 to 900 people. I am not responsible for only those 800, 900. I am responsible for the 800, 900 into 4 or 5, their families also.
Family.
So I have got a big family of say 4,000. The commanding officer has got a big family of 4,000. Anything happening to wife of a Jawan or of a child of a Jawan, it has to be my responsibility. A commanding officer's responsibility. Mine's commanding officer's responsibility. Now, how will I deal with the lady of a Jawan or children? That is through my wife. So wife also holds a very important position in the battalion when the officer is commanding, because everyone looks her upon as a motherly figure of the battalion. Any problem, ladies problem or children problem, any family problem coming, it comes through her to me, and then I give the directions and decisions on what is to be happened. If any help is required for the Jawan to help his wife, I used to do so. So this is how the whole family of olive greens used to work. And whenever we used to go on Ladai or front from peace station, my wife, or say a CO's wife, commanding officer's wife, looks after all the families of Jawans. We have got this thing of AWA,
Right.
Army Vice
Good.
Welfare Association. And AWA ki wo, she is the chairperson or the AWA of a unit.
One.
So she looks after all the families, because anything on at operational areas, if any message comes, it comes to CEO's wife, and that is the time when good news, bad news, whatever, it has to be disseminated down to the concerned lady, concerned wife. It was a very tough time. उसने अपने बच्चे भी संभालने हैं, दूसरों के बच्चे भी संभालने हैं, दूसरों की वाइफ्स भी संभालनी है, when back in the peace station. So
I take my hat off, sir, to every officer's wife.
my wife or the, I can't say
They have
second
fought.
wife, but she has to look after children and ladies of my first wife of army. So it's a
Thank you
big
so much,
family.
Mrs. Joshi. जोश बना के रखिए, Mrs. Joshi. We depend on you and all those officers' wives who, bravely hold the
Abhi,
fort.
I am
Sir,
retired.
my
I
last
am
question
retired now.
today-
Still, she is in contact with the ladies of the unit because there was a lot of connection, emotional connection.
They must
emotional.
really love her.
She's a great lady.
Sir, army officer never retires. मैंने देखा, you have become vice president of a company. Now, when you go to work in a company, a corporate company, do you carry the jawan with you, with your discipline? आजकल के ज़माने में young people are not willing to be disciplined. But when there is a Fauji in the company, you will expect discipline, you will expect commitment. These are all words which don't belong to the Naya Zamana. So, how is it now that you're vice president of a company and your innings is not ended, you're still alive and fighting a battle every day? How is it for you?
I don't say that I am retired. After my superannuation, I have re-attired. I have hung my green OG
Yes.
uniform and I have re-attired myself in this dress now. I joined as a vice president of Crystal Integrated Services, Crystal Group in this thing. My promoter, when I joined, my promoter has said कि कर्नल साहब, दो तरीके हैं यहाँ पे काम करने के. I can quote that also. दो तरीके हैं काम करने के. Either you become like them और उनको अपने जैसे बनाओ. And he said, I would love if latter happens.
They can never become like you. It's very
No.
difficult.
I have seen a lot of change in my team, where I have got area of influence, because company is very big. In my area of influence, they have नहीं तो भी 20-30% हो गए हैं मेरे जैसे. I have told them, no good morning sir, no good evening sir, no namaste sir. They will give Jai Hind. It started off with that, with small things.
Yes, sir.
As
Wonderful.
the तरीका, discipline. I keep रोको और टोको. इधर भी मैंने वही शुरू किया. रोकता हूँ, टोकता हूँ, और मेरे को देखते हैं तो they start running around कि कर्नल साहब का डंडा मारेगा. बट धीरे धीरे करते करते चेंज हो जाएंगे. इट विल टेक टाइम. 10-15% हुए हैं, पर इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू चेंज द रिश्ते एवरीथिंग. पर है ना, उनका जो कलरफुल लाइफ है उसको ओजी करने में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा. तो ऑफ कोर्स आई डोंट एक्सपेक्ट देम टू बिकम ओजी, भैया उनका अलग है. बट यस, सम परसेंटेज ऑफ फौजी आई कुड गेट इनटू देम. Yes.
Thank you so much, Colonel Tushar Joshi, for coming back and telling us so many beautiful stories. You are a wonderful singer, and that's how we also met. the boy from Hyderabad, simple boy from Hyderabad, today is in a different role. He's a leader always, taking his stories, inspiring people. The fact that you came here to share with all my viewers shows that you have humility in what you have done. The memory of what you have done is so powerful, and how each one of us can upgrade ourselves to come to at least a little bit more closer to you, Colonel. I wish you a very happy retired life, or whatever is re-attired life, and God bless you. And this is the first time you've come to Meenamma studio. I hope you enjoyed the Meenamma experience, and if there's anything that you want to say to the viewers, please go ahead, but tell them to subscribe to me.
Before I sign off, I just want to tell the young youth, we are the youngest nation in the world, by the way. And I just want to tell our youth that we are the best country. Indian Army, when I say again Army, it is Air Force and Navy also. We have got the best army. Have faith in army. और अभी तक तो कोई लड़ाई हम जीते नहीं हैं, और साला आगे कभी हारेंगे भी नहीं, और ऐसे ठोक ठोक के मारेंगे. ये जज्बा, ये हिम्मत, ये कॉन्फिडेंस अपने आर्मी में रखो, और आप लोग कोशिश करो कि आर्मी ज्वाइन करें. आर्मी ज्वाइन करें, कोशिश करो कि अगर तुम किसी चीज़ को दिल से चाहो तो सारी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने में जड़ जाती है. तो इट इज़ ट्रू, तुम कोशिश करोगे, यू कैन सर्व द नेशन इंटीमेटली. So that is what I want, and be disciplined.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And for all the viewers out there, 70% of the viewers who come and visit Meenamma like my story, but some of you forget to subscribe, and it's unless you subscribe, I cannot ask heroes like this to come in to tell you their story. So I request you to support, subscribe, and press the bell icon, because every Friday I come up with a new episode, and also I come to share because I care. Right now it's time to say Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, and long live my country, India. Thank you, sir.